Hey Anonymai, welcome to this video. We are talking about quarter collecting. These are modern clad quarters. The two books that you're looking at are the 50 state quarters and then the National Park or National Landmark or America the Beautiful series, whatever you want to call it. And for context, I know we did a video recently about how far one box could get you. And this is just a little follow-up video. We wanted to talk about how far three boxes could get you. And we had enough of these things that I felt like we could start pushing them into the folder, and we did. We got most of the way there. So I'll show you how far we got in the 50 state. These books are kind of nice. This is the only mistake I've ever made in these folders. I popped that clean through. I've never done that before or since. But these are four-fold style folders. I guess they're folders, not albums. And let me get out of the light. This is the first several years of the state program, starting in '99, ending in '04. Three boxes filled us out. The quality of these coins is, I would say, very good. They're not all brilliant uncirculated, but they are very nice. None of them were sacrifices. These were high mintage coins, and so I don't feel like we had to sacrifice on quality. Those are all AU or better. Here's the second half of the state quarter program, and this runs through 2009. So you may notice that the states actually end in 2008 here with Hawaii. However, in 2009, which is a low mintage year, they did several of the U.S. territories. So you have the District of Columbia, also known as Washington, D.C., Puerto Rico, Guam, American Samoa, the Virgin Islands, and the Northern Mariana Islands. And they actually ran 6 that year. So not only was this an extremely low mintage year, but it also had to split the calendar year 6 ways instead of 5. So they all ran 2 months instead of closer to 10 weeks. Close to 8 weeks of production instead of about 10 weeks of production. So the mintage was lower anyway, plus less time was spent on each one of these. So I just wanted to say, after 3 boxes, being in a Denver mint footprint, we're still missing 3 of the Philadelphia 2009s. We're missing the Northern Mariana Islands, Guam, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. However, by luck, one of the nicest coins we found the entire time we were coin roll hunting those 3 boxes was this 2009 U.S. Virgin Islands coin. Is that a beauty or what? So that was a thrill to see a bright rim. You pull out those bright rims, you think this is going to be a current year coin, maybe a 1-year-old coin, and sometimes you get excited. It's 2012, or it's in that case a 2009, or even like a 2002, and you'll pull it out and it's in mint state. So that's one of the more fun things about doing the quarters. So I guess we just should say out loud, we were left with 3 slots in the state program, and then moving on to the America the Beautiful program, which is also known as the National Park series. They have already started and finished producing the first 2019 coin, and we're filming this today. It's March 14th. I haven't come across a 2019 coin in any of my coin roll hunting. I do go to a smaller bank. They don't get quite as much of the new uncirculated coin as some of the larger banks, so that is one of the factors, but we haven't come across a single 19 coin yet. My friend, he texted me, he said he found a 2019 quarter and it's ours, so we're excited for him. He was the first one to find a 19. But anyway, another thing that you want to pay attention to when you're searching for these quarters is that unlike some of the other denominations of coin, 2010, 2011, and 2012 continued to be extremely low production years. So when you're coin roll hunting, go ahead and hang on to those. The only 2012 that began to spool back up to somewhat normal production was the very final coin in 2012, which is the Denali coin. So when you're coin roll hunting, you will notice that 2012 pops up a lot. You didn't hit some kind of honey hole or anything. It's a high production quarter, just like 2013 and 14. But having said all of that, we do have 3 of the America the Beautiful low mintage years still missing. And just like the other book, they're all Philadelphia mint marks. Yosemite, El Yunk, and Chaco Culture. So what is kind of going to be cool about these, I think, in the future, and this is just putting my collector hat on, but the best national parks, the most classic, coolest national parks, are all, not all, they were the originals. So we're talking about Hot Springs, Yellowstone, Yosemite, Grand Canyon, Mount Hood, Gettysburg. I'll just roll through these. Acadia, Hawaiian volcanoes. Some of the coolest national parks are these low mintage years. So not only because they're low mintage, but in the future, I think people will have high demand for some of these more classic, cool, original national parks. So hang on to them. As you can see, we had no problem filling out 2013, 14, or 15. The coin quality is very high because they are very new and because they were high mintage. Rolling on to the last page that we have anything for at this time. It's interesting if you start to think about how circulation works. We had no problems filling out 2016, 17, and then in 2018, which is last year, we were able to fill out the first 3 at both mint marks. But quite literally, these 2 have not made their way to circulate over into our area yet. So judging by the lag time that you see here, I would expect that within a couple of months we'll be able to find that one no problem, and then a couple of more months we'll be able to find Block Island. And like we said, the 2019s are beginning to pop up. Now I don't know what's going to come after the America the Beautiful program, but you may notice in 2020 they have a 5 coin run like they always plan on, and in 2021 they have the Tuskegee Airmen is the single coin that they're projecting to use. I'll be interested to see what they do with the rest of that year, if they're going to fill it out with 4 more coins, or if they will just run that coin all year, or what they have in the pipe. So it'll be interesting to find out. All said and done, I would not consider any of the 2019 coins missing yet if we're keeping a checklist. So you look at this and we have an 8 coin holes to fill after 3 boxes. So if you go through a few boxes of quarters, you can expect to fill out your clad albums. I haven't punched all my quarters into the 1965 to 1998 albums yet, but I do have all of the mint marks in the years for those clad items, so the same thing can be said of those. You can fill out your entire clad quarter collection with just a few boxes. Thanks for watching, guys. Click the like button, share, subscribe. That helps out our channel a lot on YouTube. That helps boost our ratings and get us up into the suggested videos. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate you spending your time.